again.
Right? Slavery again, Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man. If you're rebellious and stiff-necked to the words of God, right? Read.
With ships.
You can go into slavery on slave ships. What do you think the Atlantic slave trade is about? What do you think the Sub-Saharan slave trade is about? What do you think the Silk Road slave trade is about? Did they just kind of slip on a rock and say, hey, put me in chains, you know, put me in bondage, right? Take me on a ship, right? On a day's worth of journey across the ocean. No, brother, right? You went into slavery because you broke God's commandments, right? It wasn't because another nation of people was stronger than you. What people on the earth is more dominant? Is the white man stronger than the black man? Be honest.
Black majority is black man.
I mean, if this is a majority, all right, that's what it is, right? Who are the best dancers? Who are the best cooks? Who has the most inventions? Who? Right, brother. Is that by coincidence? No, brother. And they created all of those things while they were slaves, right? While they was in servitude, while they was getting gunned down in the streets, shot by the police, right? While they was living in the projects, the slums.
That's right.
Living off wick, right? Eating blocks of cheese, man, right? Eating hot Cheetos all day. Because they are God's chosen people. They are the Israelites, right? The Lord said, with ships, read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
You're going to go into slavery the same way I said it. No way, no other difference, right? The same way Moses said, right, these things will happen to Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. That's the same way it happened. So how do we know the Bible is true? It's because Moses didn't lie here. It actually happened on the earth.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Have you ever been to your homeland? What's your homeland? You don't know. Give me the book of Galatians chapter 4 verse 26. You don't even know your homeland, brothers. Right? How can you walk into society and not know your homeland or your nationality or not even care? Well, it's because these people, your enemies, have subdued you, brother. They raped your foremothers and your forefathers, right? They hung them on trees, lynched them, right? They beat them, brother, scourged them, right? They gave your people smallpox, brother.
That's right.
Right? Hey, they took your babies, right? Your little sons and your little daughters, and they cut them out of pregnant woman's stomach.
That's right.
Right? They gave your little children to alligators. Called alligator baby, brother.
That's right.
Right? They played games called Hit the Nigger Baby. Do you think these atrocities don't affect us today, brother? Yes, brother. They do, brother. Why do we gun each other down in the streets? Why are we gang banging over a color, brother, that God made? Why are you gang banging over a street that's named after your oppressor? It's because you are suffering from the effects of slavery. Woo. You are suffering from sin and not knowing your nationality, not caring about this Bible, but rather caring about the cares of this world. So the Lord said you go to slavery on slave ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
The Lord said your homeland is Jerusalem, Israel. Right? Bring it out.
And this is Galatians chapter 4, verse 26.
Right,
Bring it up.
Israel is not your homeland, brother. Neither is America. Right? Every part of the earth belongs to you. But you have a nation you have an actual homeland that you're based out of. Right? Read that.
Verse 26. But Jerusalem.
But America.
But
Jerusalem.
Fayetteville.
But Jerusalem.
But Chicago.
But Jerusalem.
D.C.
But Jerusalem.
Jerusalem, read.
Which is above is free.
Right, read on.
Which is the mother of us all.
Yeah, brother. So Jerusalem is your homeland, brother. Israel. Yasha Allah. Right? So the Lord said you'll never see your homeland again. Now, anybody else that went into slavery in any chronology of time, they were able to go back to their homeland. Like the Irish. They were indentured servants. I mean, they went into slavery and they got paid for it. Your people didn't get paid, brother. Right? You picked cotton for hundreds of years. Right? Do you get a discount on cotton t-shirts, brother? No.
No.
You don't get a discount, brother. You got to pay the full price. And guess what? You got to slave all day, work for your family, provide food for yourself, right? To do what? To buy a cotton t-shirt that your grandfather, your grandmother sacrificed their life for, right? So the Lord said you'll never see a homeland again. Read.
And there ye shall be
Were
sold.
your people sold, brother? Yes, brother, you were sold to your fellow Edomite brother that's standing beside you, right? Which is actually not your brother. This is actually your chief enemy that envies you, that wants to be you, right? That's why they're trying to dress like you in these last days. That's why they're trying to rap like you in these last days. That's why they're trying to imitate you and look like you and walk like you and talk like you. Why? Because they wanted your blessing.
That's right.
Guess
That's
what, brother?
right.
You got to take your blessing back, brother. You can't lay down and say, well, it doesn't matter. I'm just a nigga man in this society. I'm going to just be a nigga man, right? I'm going to just sell drugs and, I'm going to just, I'm going to be a prostitute, right? I'm going to whore myself out. No, brother, right? Find some kingdomship within yourself, brother, right? Find some self-accountability, brother, right? You are a king and a prince and a god on this earth, brother. And it's about time that we start acting like it, or else the Lord is going to destroy our people, brother, right? Read on.
And there
Once you get off of those slave ships,
ye shall be sold
who
into.
was we sold to, brother?
White people, I guess.
Who was the so-called black man sold to?
White people.
God's chosen people, because they're not black. Black is a color. So God's chosen people were sold to the Edomites. From this day forth, we're not calling white people, because they're not white, right? This is white, right? Just like you're not black, brother, right? Give me the book of 2 Chronicles chapter 28 and verse 17. Stay where you at, brother, right? 2 Chronicles chapter 28 and verse 17. Right? 2 Chronicles 28 and 17. Because God said that you would be sold, brother. Right? 2 Chronicles 28 and 17. Right? Let's see what God said. Right? The book of 2 Chronicles, the 28th chapter and the 17th verse.
Okay. Book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 28, verse 17.
Right, bring it out.
For again the Edomites.
Again, the who?
Edomites.
The who?
Edomites.
The who?
Edomites.
See?
Had come and smitten Judah.
They did what to the so-called black man?
Had
Come and smitten Judah.
The Edomites, brother, have always smitten the so-called black man. Oh man, look at their beautiful black skin, and look at them, man. They're tall and they got muscles, and look at their women. Let's kill them, right? Let's put them in chains. We gotta do something, man. Right? They're too great of a people, man. Look at their hair, man. Right? Why can't I do that with my hair? Right? Look at his eyes, and mine is blue, and is that of God, and what's going on? And I have the burn in the sun, and we gotta do something to God's chosen people, right, brother? That's what happened, brother. Right? So God said you'll be sold
Unto your enemies.
unto who?
Unto your enemies.
So is the so-called white man your friend, brother? Not according to God, brother. The white man is not your friend, right?
That's my friend, though.
Well,
According to God,
yeah,
White
brother,
people
according
do
to
it.
God, he's not your friend, right? Are you willing to serve this man?
What you mean? Like,
Are you willing?
work for him?
Yeah, are you willing to give everything you got to this man? Because
That's my brother.
that's your brother.
That's my brother, man.
So are you willing to call him a king and to call and subdue yourself and to be under his rulership and his subjection? Yes or no?
I mean, today's side, that's like weird, but I mean, that's my bro. What you mean? Like,
But I'm asking you a simple question.
would you?
Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 23. It's not about me, right?
Yeah.
I'm the king, brother. You're nothing.
So everybody king.
No. Give me the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 56.
Okay.
Right? 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 56. Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 23. Right? Bring it out.
Okay.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 23.
Bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 48 and verse 22. Right? Read.
And kings shall be thy nursing fathers.
So, whether y'all like it, receive it or not, this is coming to the earth. God said, your kings shall be your nursing fathers. Have you ever seen Django or any so-called slave movie? Now, what did your race of people have to call him when they had to answer? You had to call him master. Yes, sir, master. Yes, sir, boss. Right? Are your people saying that today? They're not saying it literally out of their mouth, but guess how they're saying it? With their actions, with their deeds. You have to work for his corporations. You have to bow down to his laws, his regulations, right? Everything that they have set up,
That's bad.
right? God said, this is coming to the earth. Their kings shall be thy nursing fathers. Read on.
And their queens thy nursing mothers.
Like your mother would have to breastfeed this man. Not because she wanted to, oh, look at the little Edomite baby and, let him. No, right? They said, hey, Sarah, you get down there and you breastfeed my boy, guy. And she kind of said, oh, yes, sir. She had her head down. She couldn't say nothing, right? Otherwise, they would take her to the back, beat the hell out of her, and he might rape her, right? So God said, their queen shall be thy nursing mothers. Read.
They shall bow down to thee.
Read.
With their face towards the earth.
Are you willing to bow down and call me master? Because I'm your master, right? I'm a lord over you, right? I look better than you, right? We dress better than you. Your beard is not better than mine, right? Your hair is stringy like a dog or a horse. Your hair is not better than his, right? You're less than and he's more than. That's what God said. And by your nation of people not following the order of God, this is what you see. Pollution. All manner of semen everywhere. People breaking the Sabbath day, buying and selling. Private islands with little babies being sex slaves. People in prison and jail for doing nothing for hundreds of years. Your brothers in prison right now. Can't get out.
That's right.
They didn't do nothing. Oh, he whistled at a white woman. Send him to jail. Right? Hang him! Right? That's what happened, brother. They had lynchings. Do you think God forgot about that? No. Therefore, God said, their kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and they shall bow down to thee. Read that again. And they shall.
They shall bow down to thee.
So if are you sorry for slavery? For what happened to his race of people?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't do it, but shit, like I said, my grandpa went through the shit too. So
Why you talking like that?
Like what?
Like how you talking?
Cause I was born in Fayetteville. I don't know.
Born in Fayetteville.
Yeah,
Right.
Now-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not talking like your race of people. Why are you doing that?
Cause I was born with your race of people. You feel me?
Right.
Now let me ask.
That's why I
I was born
when
in
he
the
first
hood,
walked
so
over
it's
here,
like, you feel me?
yeah.
It's not like that's how I was taught. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's what I see part of the environment.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
okay. I get it.
Go lucky.
Now let me ask
yeah,
a better
you know.
question. Do you suffer from self-identity? Be honest.
What does that mean?
Like,
Do you suffer from finding who you truly are? Meaning, do you feel yourself out of place and kind of acting like who your spirit really resonate with? Do you suffer from self-identity? Do you want to be a black man? Yes or no?
I mean, it's in me. It's in me.
Seeing you to be a black man?
Nah, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying like I had that blood in me a little bit. You feel me?
Little
So
bit.
it's like I don't want to be like him. I want to be like me. You feel me? It's not even like that. It's like
Okay. I'm just
I'm
wondering.
just saying, like, think about it. You born in the hood. You seeing all this? What you gonna act like? You gonna act like what you see, what you around. You feel me? It's not like I want to be a white person. I want to be a black person. What I'm around. It's not about nothing like that.
Your environment.
Yeah, it's like what you see
Environment.
every day. It's
Okay.
not about nothing
All
like
right. Well, okay. Well, now this is what the Lord said, right? Now, whether y'all give me the book, give me the book of Isaiah chapter 9, right, and verse 11, right?
Okay.
Isaiah 9:11, right? Finish that.
And it says, they shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth,
Right. Read on.
and lick up the dust of their feet.
Now, God said, no matter what, right? No matter if you kind of want to convert to being a so-called black man, or you kind of feel it in your spirit because you grew up with them, the Lord said you got to pay for what your forefathers did.
That's
If
right.
you truly love the so-called black man and you kind of grew up with him, you should be able to understand all of the atrocities that they have been through, because you didn't go through that.
that. But I do understand though.
You do
I
understand?
ain't saying I never understood.
Well, I didn't say that you didn't. I said if you truly understand right, you should be able to connect the dots that he is better than you, right? And according to the Bible and according to God, whether you like it or not, you got to pay for the atrocities that your entire race inflicted on the chosen people.
So how do I pay for it?
How do you pay for it?
Yeah.
All right, give me the book. All right, read that again. All right, read that again. This is how you pay for it. Right?
So I gotta lick dust. That's what it's saying. I gotta lick dust.
Well, let's see what God said, right? Give me the book of
Not us.
Yeah, give me the book of Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. Right, bring it up. Yeah, keep it into that. Hey, brother, y'all Israelites, y'all gotta repent and keep the commandments. Right? Bring it up.
Okay.
Isaiah.
Book of Isaiah.
49 to 22.
49, verse 23.
Right, give me Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 9.
Say, they shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth,
Right?
and lick up the dust of thy feet.
That's the only way you can make recompense. Is if you do the order that the Lord said. That you have to serve the Israelites. That's your job. You were created.
Oh, facts.
Yeah,
yeah.
You were created to serve the Israelites.
Yeah, I love this.
I mean, that's what you were supposed to do.
For sure. Nah, that makes sense though. I ain't gonna lie. For sure.
All right, okay.
It makes sense.
Okay.
Keep on. I need to keep hearing this.
Okay. Well,
I'm getting more into it now.
All right. We're gonna get into it then. Bring it out.
So
Isaiah chapter 60 and verse.
Bring it out.
Start at verse 11.
Bring it out. The book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 11.
Right.
And it reads, therefore thy gates shall be open continually.
Read.
They shall not be shut day or night.
Right. They shall not be shut day nor night. Read.
That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
We're gonna bring the forces of the heathen. Right. Look at all the heathen on the loose, man. Right. We're gonna bring the forces of the Gentiles. You ever heard of the saying, you reap what you sow?
Yeah.
Now, we was over in the land of, they call it Negro land, right? In certain maps, but it was the land of Judah. Now, we was minding our business. The so-called Arab man and the African man rallied us up and sold us to the Grecians. You can read about that in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter on down. Now, we didn't ask y'all to come over and, and kind of take us. They took us by force. So God said, right, that we're going to take the forces of the Gentiles. Right, read on.
Therefore, thy gates shall be open continually.
Right.
They shall not be shut day nor night.
Read on.
That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
We're going to take all of the Edomites, the Hamites, the Moabites. We chiefly going to take the Edomites, though. We're focusing on the Edomites. Read. All right, we're going to finish this verse. Right, read.
And that their kings may be brought for the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee.
You're going to be brought in the nation. What's your name?
Cal.
And Cal that will not serve thee and say, well, I got to serve the Israelites. I got to wash their shoes. Right? If he say jump, I got to say how high. I got to do everything they say. Now, if Cal don't want to do that, read.
Shall perish.
Shall what?
Shall perish.
What's going to happen to Cal if he don't want to keep the commandments?
Shall perish.
God said that he's going to utterly kill you.
So, all right, I got a question. So you remember you said I can't remember the name. It was like Esau or something like that. You said they gonna perish regardless, right?
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying like, so
No.
I got you.
Go ahead.
Now, yeah, y'all gonna perish regardless, but you got
Right.
1,000 years for captivity.
That's right.
You gotta serve us in the kingdom of heaven for 1,000
and then
years.
I'm gonna perish.
Then you're gonna perish. Give me the book of Job. Give me Job chapter 20 and verse 6. Give me Job chapter 20 and verse 6. Give me Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 8.
Yeah, let me get.
Right, Obadiah 1 and 8.
Yo,
Hold on. You said you was getting into it. You
Nah,
said
I
you said it was
am.
getting good. Now it's really getting good now. Right? Job chapter 20 and verse 6.
I ain't
Obadiah
really
1 and
put that
18. Right, bring it out.
Job chapter 20 verse 6.
Right, bring it out.
The book of Job chapter 20 verse 6. Though his excellency
Though his excellency and his vast empire and his currency, read on.
mount up
They spin, bro.
to the heavens.
They mount up to the heavens, right? Who can destroy the Edomites? We're the top nation on the earth.
That's right.
We got Fort Bragg. We got
right.
the U.S. military.
Yep.
We got the damn
Yeah,
Space
yep.
Force. Look at
That's what I'm
it.
saying,
Right?
yeah.
Read.
And his head reach unto the clouds.
His hand reaching to the clouds. Look at me. I'm the Most High, right? I go out to outer space. Nobody's done that but America, the so-called white man. Make America great again, right? Read.
His head reach to the clouds.
Right?
Yet he shall perish forever.
Yeah, he shall what?
Yet he shall perish forever.
What's the future for all so-called white people?
Yet he shall perish forever.
Right? Read on.
Like his own dung.
Like his own dung, right? Like the little doodle that you did last week. Do you still have that, brother?
Hell no.
Is it still in your pocket? It's gone, right? That's the future for all so-called white people. Now, if you go scientifically, the so-called white race, they're going extinct. Right now, you have a low birth rate.
That's right. Perfect.
You're shooting blanks.
Right.
Right? Now we populate. Right? Jake working all day and getting his back beat in. He got to work 18-hour shifts. What does he do? He go home.
15
He makes
sometimes.
love to his woman. You know, I got a baby on the way. Right?
That's why they put those clinics in our neighborhood.
That's right. That's why they put Planned Parenthoods in our neighborhoods so that we can kind of slow down the process and even up with the so-called white man. And that's why they're making the so-called black woman of a higher upper echelon in the society. And you see all manner of interracial marriages with the white man and the black so-called black woman nowadays. Because he's trying to further produce his seed on the earth. But God said that he's going to perish like his own dung.
Yeah.
Right? Read on. Everybody that's seen the so-called white man shall say what?
Where is he?
Where the white people at? Where the Edomites? Right? Where are the people that was rape, robbed, and murdered people? Where are the people that was dropping off bombs in other nations and nobody was bothering them? Where are the people that have private sex islands where they have children and babies? Where are the people that, you know, they kind of took their organs in this dome? What happened, man? Right? The Lord said, what's happening to the so-called white man? Read again.
Coming back to verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever.
Read on.
Like his own dung.
Like his own dung. Read.
They which have seen him
Right.
shall say, where is he?
Read on.
He shall fly away as a dream.
He gonna fly away like a dream. Right? No more so-called white men.
That's in the Bible.
Let me get Obadiah chapter 1.
That is in the Bible, though. You read it.
Obadiah.
Yeah, Obadiah 1:18.
Okay. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 18.
Right, read on.
And it reads, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire,
Right?
and the house of Joseph a flame.
Now, these are the men that are going to be found worthy in the eyes of the Lord. The so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American men, they're going to receive their white robes. They're going to have their spiritual bodies. They're not going to be nigger men and nigger women anymore, right? But they're going to be kings and priests. And they're going to be set on fire in that day. Right? Read.
And the house of Esau,
In the house of who?
and the house
of Esau
Read.
for stubble.
The house of Esau is going to be for stubble. Right? His kingdom is falling right now. And in that day, he's going to be done. Right? Read.
And they shall kindle in them and devour them.
And we're going to kill white people. The Lord is going to give the black man spiritual powers, a spiritual sword to kill all so-called white people. That's in the Bible. Right? Read.
And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
So you're going to go extinct off the face of the earth. You remember dinosaurs? Do you see dinosaurs anymore? Yeah, we're not going to see Edomites. Right? We're going to destroy all of the men. Right? The women are going to have to be handmaids and hand servants. Right? And then they're going to be no more remaining of the house of Esau.
That's right.
That's what.
Yeah, did I make, who spoke in that? Right, finish on that.
For the Lord hath spoken it.
See that? I didn't say that. Yahweh said that. Right? So your best bet really is to live it up while you can. Right?
That's fucked up.
Yeah, you should live it up while you can. Right? Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 48 and verse 22. Give me the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 56. Right? Give me the book of 1 Thessalonians, 2nd Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. Right? 2nd Thessalonians 1 and 6. Right? Read that what I call.
You just said 48 and 42.
48 and 22.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 48, verse 22.
Right?
There is no peace, saith the Lord.
There is no peace, saith the Lord. Read.
Unto the wicked.
Unto who?
Unto the wicked.
There's no peace coming to the so-called white race. After you gave God's chosen people all manner of smallpox, put all type of GMOs in their food, put them in project houses, right? Do you think God is going to bring peace to so-called white people for all the atrocities that they did, for putting an image of so-called white Jesus across the entire face of the earth? There's no peace coming to the so-called white man. No, not one. Right? Read that again.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 48, verse 22.
Right?
There is no peace, saith the Lord.
Right?
Unto the wicked.
Unto the wicked. Right? Bring it out. What you got?
And this is
I ain't with you though. That's what I'm
second
saying.
Thessalonians
2 Thessalonians 1 and 6.
chapter 1. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Now, is it a wrong thing for black people to put white people in slavery? Is that wrong? Are you ready for slavery? Are you ready
I
to
ain't
serve
going.
him?
What do you consider slavery though? 'Cause I see slavery on a bigger scale. I
Yeah,
see,
fact. It's like
music,
slavery,
NBA,
like,
NFL,
shit.
everything look like slavery.
Good question. Give me Isaiah 61 and go to verse 5.
Everything look like slavery.
Isaiah 61 and 5.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 61, verse 5.
Let's see if we're talking about spiritual slavery. You know, let's kind of see if we're talking about, you know, signing that on a dotted line. Oh, let's see. Right? Bring it out.
And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
Matter of fact, start at verse 1. All right, let's start from the top. And give me the book of Psalms, chapter 149 and verse 5. All right, read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 61, verse 1.
Right?
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon all of the men that come out here and sacrifice their life and teach the truth about the Bible. Right? Read on.
Because the Lord hath anointed me.
The Lord has chosen certain men, whether you believe it or not, on this earth to be prophets, to foretell futuristic events documented that we wrote in the ancient world. Read.
To preach good tidings.
Good tidings is good news. The people on the earth that need good news is the people that are impoverished. What people are the most impoverished on the face of the earth? So-called black people, right?
I wanted to say that, but in America, it's really more white poor people than black people. They portray it that way.
Well,
Like you said, they portrayed it.
yeah, they would portray it that way. Not true at all. Not true at all. Now, God said, read that again,
The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me,
right?
because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
Read on.
He has sent me to bind up the
We
brokenhearted.
have something called predictive programming, meaning I'm going to put something in front of your face so many times so that you believe it, and so that can be something implemented in your mind so that you cannot be subconscious to actual reality. Now, predictive programming is what you just said. Well, you know, they said that it's actually whites, but that's not true, right? The most of people that are impoverished are the so-called Negroes. The Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans make up one nation of people. They're the people that are at the bottom of society. So God said He sent us to bind up the brokenhearted. Read.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
To the who?
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
Liberty is freedom. You're not free. right? You don't own anything. Name something that the so-called black man owns.
Nothing.
You can't name it. An LLC is not ownership. Anytime you have to pay taxes into another race of people, you don't own anything.
That's right.
That's bad.
Right? Read on.
To proclaim liberty to the captives,
Right?
and the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
Right now, you're the person that's bound. You're bound in shackles. You may say, well, I'm walking freely. I don't have anything on my ankles. And, I can kind of go to the store. Your mind is enslaved. Right? You don't know that you're a king on the earth.
Don't even know who you are.
Yeah, you don't know that your forefather could have been King James. Right? How would you feel if you would have found out that your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather owned an entire state? And you have billions of dollars in your inheritance. And you can't get it. Somebody stole it from you. You kind of be upset. Like, hold on now. That's why they hiding the information from you. Right? Read.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord.
The acceptable year of the Lord.
And the day of vengeance.
The day of what?
And the day of vengeance.
Coming to America.
And the day of vengeance.
Read.
Of our God. To comfort all that mourn. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion.
In the whole earth.
In Zion.
Read again.
In Zion.
So the Lord is coming to appoint them that mourn in Zion. The Lord is only coming back for black, Hispanic, and Native Americans scattered across the four corners of the earth. Read.
To give unto them beauty for ashes.
Read it right. Beautiful ashes. Beautiful ashes.
Beauty for ashes.
Right. Read on.
The oil of joy.
Right.
For mourning.
Right.
The garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness.
It ain't gonna be no more baby mama, baby daddies anymore. It ain't gonna be no more single parent household. What race of people leads in single parent household? Your race, brother. Was that coincidence? No, it was strategically done. Right? There's infiltration that's set up where they want that, brother. They applaud that, right? Let's have Tyrone and Tammy, separated. Let's have Tammy point her head at Tyrone, and let's put Tyrone in jail, and let's put some crack in his neighborhood, and let him sell it.
Don't forget the guns.
Yeah, let's throw some guns in there, and let's let Tyrone kill little Joe, and let's destroy it. That was strategically done. So the Lord is coming to subdue all of that. Right? Read.
That they may be called trees of righteousness.
You're going to be called a man of righteousness. Right? You're not going to be on Instagram all day making TikToks anymore. You're going to be a king on the earth sitting on thrones. Read.
The planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified.
Right?
And they shall build the old waste.
Now this is the gospel. The Lord said that he's coming to give you beauty for ashes. A part of the gospel is they shall build the old waste. Now, when you are in ownership and rulership, are you going to build your own house? No.
Nah, I'm going to get it how I want it, but I'm not going to do it physically.
Yeah, you're not going to do it physically. Why? Because you're a king and you're telling people what to do. Now, who built America?
Black people.
That's right.
Who?
Black
people.
Do you think the kingdom of heaven? Yeah. The Israelites. Look on this sign. The black, Hispanic, and Native Americans are
They
Israelites.
didn't build America.
So God said that they shall build, right? Read that again.
And they shall build the old waste.
Right?
They shall rise up the former desolations.
Because the Lord is coming back to destroy, right, all of the wicked kingdoms that had the Israelites in slavery. So for that, somebody has to build up the kingdom of heaven. Do you think it's going to be his children? So let's find out who the they is. They shall build up the old waste. Read on.
And they shall repair the waste city.
Right?
The desolations of many generations.
Read on.
And strangers.
Who?
And strangers.
These strangers are the people that are going to build up your gates and your city. So you asked us, well, you know, when I see slavery, I kind of think of it as, you know, television, you know, etc. This is about to tell you what kind of slavery it's talking about, right? Read.
And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
Now, think about the mindset of all so-called white people. Can you right now go tell a white person, hey, go fix me a sandwich? Are they going to say, yes, sir, master? No. So you're going to have to physically put them in chains. And they're going to have to be subdued into your will.
I got to join a call at 7. I'm already late.
All right, well, all praise. Well, you an Israelite, right? And it's going to be physical slavery that's going to take place on the earth. And you got to keep the commandments, brother. If you want to make it to the kingdom, if you want to be free, and you want to see your people freed out of hard rigor and conditions that they're not able to survive, you got to keep the commandments. It's that simple.
If you don't keep the commandments, you're going to be done.
That's right. And you're not black.
It's all in
Right.
here.
So what term should I use instead of black?
Give me the book of 1 John chapter 1 and verse 47.
I say Judah every time?
John chapter 1 and verse 47.
John
Yes.
chapter 1.
Right.
He got
Okay,
it.
that's all I'm asking. Is that the word
John chapter who?
1 and 47.
John chapter 1, 47. Come on, John. Fingers getting stiff. Chapter 1. Man, good enough paper.
Give me 2 Corinthians 11 and 22.
Chapter 47.
Right?
And Jesus
And Yahushua,
saw Nathanael
he saw Nathanael read,
coming to him and said of him,
right?
Behold, an Israelite,
A nigga man.
an Israelite indeed,
A who?
an
Israelite indeed.
So you gotta call yourself what God called you.
Israel.
Yeah, he called you an Israelite.
And then you say the other one that I'm from the biblical nation of Israel. But ITE means descendant of. That's why you have Israel.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's
So you're descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yeah. And if you're a so-called black man, you're from the tribe of Judah. You're an Israelite, that's your nation, from the tribe of Judah.
now that you have the knowledge of it, but then there are commandments that you got to do. Otherwise, you're going to be burned up in the rest of it.
Yeah, brother, you're not gonna make it, brother.
What's
Hey, y'all got a second to hear God's word?
Man, I'm late for my reservation. My birthday tomorrow.
All right, y'all the Israelites, man. Y'all got to keep God's commandments, or y'all not gonna make it after World War III.
I appreciate that. Real shit.
See that? That's madness. All right, brother.
So like I said, there are commandments. You want to get back to this Bible? This is your history book. This is not about religion. We were given religion while we was in captivity. I mean, deep in captivity. We still in captivity today. A lot of people don't accept that, but we still in captivity today because the Bible tells us that.
So when is World War III gonna be? Like, when is that gonna happen?
That's part of it too. We don't know yet.
Give me the book of Acts, chapter 1. Right. Give me.
Nah, I gotta go, man. Nah,
All right,
I gotta.
brother,
I'm already late.
we out here
man.
on Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay.
Right. Friday night at 7 p.m.
You can't take one more?
Salaki.
I really gotta.
Nah,
go.
Friday, Salaki, brother. We out here on Friday nights at 7 p.m. until whenever. We out here on Saturdays from 3 o'clock or 4 until whenever. Fridays and Saturdays, 7 p.m. Saturdays, 3:30 to 4 o'clock until whenever. And we
I
got a
appreciate
YouTube.
that.
Get the YouTube, brother. Fisherman for Zion. Right, like on the brother's shirt.
On the brother's shirt right there.
Right here, right here.
Got an Instagram too.
Looking? But yeah, brother, World War III is coming, brother.
Want to see what it look like?
You want to kind of prepare yourself now.
Are you at it?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it, brother.